There we go. That's Christian Eriksen, the player of the match today, Gary. Did he encapsulate what Manchester United were about today?
Yeah, I think that in the last few weeks, I think he's been very good. Even at Brentford, to be fair, he tried to do the right things. I just thought the quality that he showed was excellent. It's obviously a big part of what Erik ten Hag wants to do, pass through the lines quickly. I think the boy, you know, the biggest. I was going to ask him the question, but I didn't know whether he'd already asked it about what the biggest change has been in the last few weeks. But the boy Melissa at left back has been outstanding as well, just in terms of his attitude and his tenacity. I think he's had a massive impact on this group in terms of how to defend and how to go about things. But I think Eriksen, in terms of experience and composure, has also been a big asset in this last few weeks. And United needed it. They've been through a difficult patch and they've come out the other side. I think he's been a big part of it, Christian Eriksen.
Do you think they would have won that game last season?
They wouldn't have won it 3 weeks ago.
From sort of 1-1?
I have no idea what's happened since Brentford. You can't...
Sorry to butt in, but if you remember after the Brentford game, what the manager did, people talk about sports science, he brought him in the next day and he ran him.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you have to put a marker down with the players. You go, listen, if you want to play for Man United, whatever, but your qualities are, you need to run. They didn't run at the Brentford game.
And he dropped key players
And
as
he
well.
obviously made huge decisions. But I think getting him in and put a marker down going, you know, if you want to play for Man United, you need to run. I think that was a good marker to put down.
It's paid off.
Yeah, it did.
It was a risk at the time. It wasn't seen as that week. I remember when people said he's got him in running on a Sunday. There was a lot of questions asked about that tactic, but it paid off obviously, because against Liverpool there was an unbelievable difference. I have no idea what's happened in the last 3 weeks that's made them so different from where they were at Brentford. I can't put my finger on it.
I think he's played... sorry.
I watched the first 15 minutes of the second half. It got ripped to shreds. I mean, Arsenal should have gone on and won it. A better team would have gone on and won it. You know, I don't see, you know, it should have been changed. It was so one-sided, the football match. I know they've come back and they have, and he was probably the difference, Eriksen. I thought he got run ragged by Odegaard at times. I thought Odegaard was getting him and he was turning and squaring him up and he was running the show, Odegaard. But the thing with Eriksen that Arsenal haven't got is that ball through the lines. He done it in the first half with Fernandes for the first goal, and he done it for that goal to Fernandes again. Arsenal haven't got that. They got Saka and what's the name? The young lad. No, the young lad in midfield. No, Lokonga.
Lokonga.
Yeah, them two. They're not going to put the ball through the lines. They're not going, and that was the difference for me between the two teams. That was it. It was his passing. I thought Arsenal. I mean, they will. I mean, Roy was laughing before. It's the same old story. You come away from here and you're like, we've done well today. We've done well.
I thought the way... Look, you're a manager. You've been a manager. At 2-1, there was no need to go so desperate so early.
Yeah.
20 minutes to go. 20 minutes to go, I thought, oh, this could be 4-1, 5-1. It could be absolute mayhem at the other end. And United actually went more solid. Fred came on, Casemiro came on, and they just counter-attacked off the back of that. I don't think they needed to go so desperate. They were dominating the game.
Yeah, I mean, that's what he said, like 4 substitutions straight away. And because Man United went solid and brought Fred on and so they were always going to give you the ball. So you want your better players still on the pitch.
But Arsenal was playing well at that time as well.
They were.
So
don't you want your team to be brave and bold and go?
They lost the shape though.
They lost their shape. Yeah, it was like go on, you go on, and then
when
we'll just play.
Zinchenko went off, they lost the shape in possession. It's like they had no left back, so all of a sudden they had 3 defenders.
We know he was an injury doubt going into the game.
I don't think he could have come on. I mean, I just think that when you lose your shape, you look at the way in which Pep Guardiola chases a game of football now, where these managers chase a game of football. They chase it in a very sort of what would be methodical way. You know, I remember here we used to chase games sometimes, kitchen sink, gung-ho, 5 minutes to go, not 20. 20 you'd still play. You'd still try and play the extra pass. I just thought they got so desperate so early.
Ramsdale hadn't made a save. It's not like he was man of the match and they were getting, so just keep it tight at the back and they will get a chance in the game. You know, or they'll cause havoc. You know what it's like the last 15. People would have got nervous here. Players would have got nervous.
Of course, if it stays 2-1.
For me, it was a knee-jerk reaction too quickly with 20 minutes to go.